In this video, we will look at how to assess your information sources. Thanks to technology that makes publishing as easy as pressing a button, misinformation has become a stumbling block to the research process. But what is misinformation? According to Oxford Languages, misinformation is false or inaccurate information, especially that which is deliberately intended to deceive. Other names you may have heard it called include fake news, news satire, malinformation, propaganda, pseudo-news, and alternative facts. Viral claims spread through social media are an especially prevalent source of misinformation. These claims are designed to be misleading and provocative so that people will share the articles, resulting in more clicks that leads to more advertisement revenue. One example of misinformation occurred when artists Bill Pastors and Daniel Howe and the advertising company Canny released a video of Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg giving a speech on internet security and transparency. But Zuckerberg never gave this speech. It was created by using deepfake and video dialogue replacement technology, and yet the video spread as fact. Misinformation also comes in the form of distorted facts and biased language. It can be intentional, such as when bots create messages for social media designed to foster disagreement, or it can be unintentional, such as when someone accidentally shares a photo that is described as one place but is actually of another place. Because of the ease by which misinformation spreads, it is important that we take the time to evaluate our information sources. When evaluating information sources, there are several important factors to consider, regardless of format. Whether it's an article in a periodical, newspaper or reference work, a book, a website, a government document, or any other resource you are considering to use for your assignment, there are essential questions to ask. Not all questions will apply to all formats. These questions are intended to help you think critically about information sources. Occasionally, you will have to go beyond the information in hand to answer some of these questions. There are 5 main components of an information source that you will want to consider: authority, objectivity, quality, currency, and relevance. Authority. Who is the author or organization that created or sponsored the work? What is or are the author's educational background, institutional affiliations, work experience, reputation, or past writings? What is the organization's mission, values, membership? Is it a national or international organization? A writer's or organization's webpage is a good source to consider. Also ask, who is the publisher? A commercial, trade, or educational institution? And what is its reputation? Is the information self-published or by a vanity press, or does it come through a traditional press? Objectivity. What are the author's goals? Scan the preface, introduction, and table of contents of a book, the abstract of an article, or look at the home or about us part of a website. Are all sides of an issue covered, or is a particular bias acknowledged? Is evidence cited to support the views, ideas, and conclusions stated in the work? Finally, what is the point of view? To inform, to advocate, to sell? These are important questions, and domain names of websites can be good indicators. Quality. Is it well written? Is it logical, clearly presented? Does it have good grammar? Are graphs and additional information appropriate and clearly labeled? Just because something looks good doesn't mean it is. Currency. What is the date of publication? In an environment where Google and others are attempting to scan all the books ever published, it is important to establish the original copyright date of a book. Some books are reprinted because they continue to be important in their field, but this is not true of the majority of titles. An article published before a certain date on the uses of hydrogen may be useless, but an article on the American Revolutionary War published in 1919 still may be an important publication. You'll also want to look at the last revised date of a website in order to check for its currency. Finally, we can look at relevance. Is this information appropriate and what you need to complete your assignment? Does it meet the requirements set forth by your professor? Is it scholarly or is it popular? Is it a primary source or a secondary source? Knowing what your professor is looking for is vital in understanding whether or not a source is relevant to your assignment. Locating the information necessary to answer these questions is not always easy. If you are unsure of the validity of a source you would like to use in your research, please reach out to a librarian at 610-799-1150. This concludes our brief look at how to assess information. Thanks for watching.